morning and half day, everybody. I'm Jason Salas, bringing you our brand new live streaming show here on our starting lineup variety of programs. Each and every Monday, we are bringing you FireWatch. It is where we bring in the men and women of the Guam Fire Department, and we have one of the very best in GFD right now, my good friend Kevin Riley. How are you doing, Kev?
Good. Half a day, everybody. We're here at the Debriefing Fire Station, and we're going to run you through, and yourself included, after you see the demo.
News to all of us.
You are going to be running this test. It's called the 1047. 1047 is the time limit that you have to complete this test. It's also our radio code for fire. This is our standardized training. This is an annual requirement to be a firefighter on Guam.
Okay, so and you guys know firefighters. The weather today, if you guys didn't know, if you're not on Guam right now, it is very, very overcast. It's been insanely hot recently, but Kev, I know because we've covered you guys, and you guys have actually let us take part in your training, as we're going to do today, for many, many years. And, firefighters train all the time, and this is a glorious opportunity for you guys to actually put the skills that you guys hone year-round to the test and see if you can make it under that time limit, which for you guys should be nothing.
Should be nothing.
Yeah.
Again, this is basic fireground operations. Instead of the peace officer standardized training, this will supplement it. And this is fireground operations. This is the stuff that we would do at an actual fire.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take a walk around right now. If you guys have never been to the fire station here in Dededo, it's right next to the Guam Police Department's precinct, which we featured a couple weeks ago on our other show on Crime Time, which of course streams on Wednesdays. So, Kev, in terms of facilities and everything like that, I'm looking at like a lot of training equipment. There's a lot of obviously workout equipment, but this is your guys' home away from home, literally.
Definitely, yes. This is our home away from home, 24 hours every other day with 2 shifts. So we have our ambulance unit stationed here, medic number 4, engine number 4, and also rescue number 1 are all housed here. There's a lot of equipment, a lot of vehicles, and a lot of personnel staying here 24/7.
I like the fact that you said that, a lot of personnel, because we are, of course, in Dededo, Guam's most populous village, and you guys have to be ready for anything and ready to go at a moment's notice.
Yes, this is one of our most busy stations. These guys work hard all day, all night.
Mm-hmm. How many firefighters do you guys have, like, per shift?
We have about 5 on the truck, 2 on the ambulance, and 4 on rescue. Mm-hmm. That's optimum.
Okay, so big shot right there of the equipment, and obviously you guys have multi-terrain vehicles. You guys have the traditional fire trucks right there and the ambulance. If there was an emergency, what are the typical garden variety of things that you guys respond to when you're called?
So of course, engine number 4 is going to respond to all the house fires, structure fires, warehouse fires, trash fires, UCBs. People, and if our ambulance is out, they would be first responders to any scene for any medical emergency. We got rescue number 1, who is proficient on land rescue, and also if you look, we have the jet skis here, and they are able to do search and rescue also with rescue number 2 and 3.
Okay, because of course we're not that too far away from the beach, and
no.
Tumon's right around the corner. But
Tumon and Tangisan, you have
right.
Tangisan Beach, Retidian Point. These guys all will respond to that and be the first ones there.
Mm-hmm. And of course, in Dededo, we don't really have like a lot of super tall buildings. There's a couple, but you guys are dealing with incredibly densely populated areas. A lot of people packed into a lot of small space.
Yes, we are. Our ambulance, medic number 4, they run constantly with like you said, the amount of people in this village. We got a lot of responses with that unit.
Okay, so that's setting up everything. That's letting you guys know what's going on here at the fire station. Let's get to the good stuff right now. I'll be monitoring your comments. If you guys want to give a shout out to Kev or any of the amazing staff that we have here. We have Rod Meno, who is the battalion chief here.
So Rod Meno is also our training expert with this 1047 program. He'll be able to run you through what's going to go on, and then we have one of our fire lieutenants, JP Netadog. He's going to be running it first to show you so that you're ready to go when it's your turn.
Oh boy. All right, Chief. Hafade, good morning. Thank you for having us.
Welcome to the Dededo Fire Station.
Okay,
We're pleased to have you here. We have our fire ground work performance evaluation about to be demonstrated by Fire Lieutenant Jonathan Netadog.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and I like the name 1047 because it's got a variety of meanings, doesn't it, Chief?
It sure does. So there's 10 drills that will be performed on a 75-foot course, and the time frame for 1047 comes from the radio code for fire. Mm-hmm. All right?
Okay, so again, these are skills that firefighters have to pass every year. This is part of like their normal qualification and everything like that, but these are techniques and tactics and protocol that you guys go through every single day. And if you guys aren't out responding to an emergency, you guys are training, right?
We are definitely training every day, and this test replaces the passed post standard, the Air Force standard. So the Post Commission decided to have department-specific tests that will entail exactly what each law enforcement agency on Guam does for a living.
Okay, obviously you guys are very, very fit right now, as are the other firefighters who are joining us. Half a day, guys. Hi, good morning. Okay, so Chief, if you can just take us through exactly the obstacle course, and you know, like, there's a lot of strength, there's a lot of endurance. It looks like. Tell me how they're going to run through this.
Well, the 10 courses consist of number 1 event, the firefighter fully donning his full protective gear, full fire ensemble, bunker gear, pants from head to toe. He's got his air pack on. He'll position himself at the start line, and at the go sign, he'll let us know he's ready to go, and then he'll execute with the other 9 events that follows.
Okay, how much weight does that add to his frame right there? Because I see he's got the oxygen tank on, he's obviously got the mask and everything like that. I'm thinking maybe 25, 30 pounds?
Maybe 35 to 40 pounds extra.
Wow. Okay.
And that's just gear, not including the other firefighting equipment that we may be carrying into a structure.
Okay, so him just walking around, I mean, is a challenge unto itself. But what does he do once the timer starts?
Once the time starts, he'll proceed to the first event, which is the extension ladder right beside us. From that, he'll walk 75 feet to the marked area, place the ladder, and raise the ladder 2 rungs to place it in service should he have to rescue anybody at the upper floors or perform any type of fire extinguishment.
Okay. I know one thing, and Kevin has told us this many times over the years, is part of being a firefighter is being part of a team. You know, you're being part of a unit. If obviously the firefighter's been being trained on his own and everything like this. So talk about like what personal skills and like what you really have to work on as far as conditioning to be able to do this.
Definitely a lot of cardio, a lot of weight training, and training with the gear that keeps us safe and alive to go home to our families.
Okay. If you were in a practical emergency, or you guys were responding and everything like that, and you were out there alone, how would you guys handle this? Do you guys go all like, you know, John Wayne superhero mode and just try and go through, or do you guys call for backup, or do you wait for other rescue teams to arrive?
No John Wayne going on here. We do everything as a team.
Okay.
We definitely, if the fire or any emergencies should exceed the one single unit's capabilities, definitely will be calling for an assisting unit and more personnel to mitigate the situation.
Okay. So you guys ready to go? Okay.
All right, here we go.
We are ready to rock and roll now. So let's put 10 minutes and 47 seconds on the clock.
We can walk everything through.
Absolutely, sir.
So at the go sign, Lieutenant Nadadog will give us. He's ready to go. He'll proceed to the first event. The first event covers the firefighter carrying a 24-foot extension ladder, 75 feet down the course, going to the marked area, and raising the ladder 2 rungs, positioning the ladder for service.
And we can hear him breathing right now because, you know, we can hear the oxygen. But what do you do, and what do you tell your firefighters when you're training about, you know, managing your breath and not getting so, you know, so anxious and, you know, really trying to conserve your energy?
Definitely, breathing is everything. So working out your cardio game will definitely get you through this course and any emergency that we may respond to. Event number 1 is complete. Lieutenant Nadadog will proceed to the forcible entry table, making his way around this cone. This event will simulate the firefighter making entry to any locked structure that possibly is on fire or victims trapped. Event number 3.
So this is say like you have to breach an opening, like there's
Definitely breaching a door. Event number 3, Lieutenant Nadadog's carrying a high-rise pack, proceeding to a simulated stair, simulating that he's going to the upper floors again to commence extinguishment or perform any type of rescue.
And we see this a lot when you guys have your annual firefighter musters. This is one of the key skills that you have. I'm noticing, like, so this is working like the calves, the quads, and again, we can hear Lieutenant Nadadog breathing really, really heavily.
It's a body-wide workout. Even his ears are working out.
How much weight does that add when you have the hose all rolled up onto his shoulder?
With it being wet, probably like another 15 pounds now.
Okay.
He'll be doing 30 steps on that simulated device. He'll return to the start line, and then he will do the advance line.
And I can see what Lieutenant Lenadog's doing right now. He's not rushing. You said he's actually one of the most senior members, and I believe you said he's got one of the station records as far as being able to do this very efficiently. But that is the key. It looks like like he's not freaking out. He's not trying to like sprint from one obstacle to the next. And talk about that.
Definitely, pacing is everything, and breathing is everything as well.
And every single one of his fellow firefighters is carefully observing him right now. What are his teammates looking for?
They're just ensuring that he's going through the course properly, making sure that there's no other safety factors that we have to consider. So with event number 4, he's going to pick up the charge line. He's going to advance it 75 feet to the front of the station, the marked off area.
So for those of you who do not know us civilians, this would basically be like the big hose that gets hooked up to the fire hydrant, right?
This is the smaller hose, so this is more manageable. But even with the big hose, they'll be able to do so.
Okay, and I've actually been privy to actually hold one of those hoses when they are charged, and that is no joke. Yeah. You are holding on to a very, very live wire.
Now with the next event, he's Lieutenant Netadog's on all 4, maintaining some kind of contact with the hose as if he's exiting a burning structure.
Okay.
Once he gets to the coupling, which is the 50-foot mark, he'll turn around and retreat the hose.
Okay. And Chief, how many times have you run this training over the course of your career?
I've been designated by our Deputy Fire Chief, Joey Sinicolas, to take care of this course and get it all prepped up for our annual evaluation of all uniformed personnel.
I would think this might be one of the hardest parts right here because, it's only a natural thing for your body to get your adrenaline's pumping and everything like that, and then you've got to get down on all 4s and really crawl, and that must be incredibly taxing on the body.
Unnatural for some, but natural for all firefighters. We put ourselves in peculiar situations, and every fire is always going to be different. Now Lieutenant Netadog's coming over to the pike pole event, simulating he'd have to breach ceilings of the upper floor to ensure that nothing else is burning up above. The device is behind the flag. He'll be pulling down.
Okay, and for those of you guys watching on Facebook right now, he's not damaging Old Glory. Don't worry, the flag is safe.
Yep. And now he's going to be pushing up.
Okay, Chief, we do have a Facebook comment right now. Speaking of, from one of our top fans, Christine Oliver is saying, please, everybody, please be safe when responding. So she's sending her love to you guys.
Thank you very much, Christine. Place the pike pole where he began. Then he'll proceed to the equipment carry. We have 2 dumbbells there, one being 20 and the other being 25 pounds, simulating carrying different weighted equipment at a fire ground from one point to another. Again, the course is 75 feet long.
Netadog was actually the most physically fit in his fire cycle, the 18 fire cycle, and he represents well.
Okay, and now he's picking up, what was that, a 25-pound plate?
25-pound plate, simulating carrying obviously a 25-pound piece of equipment with 2-hand carry to another point in the fire ground.
Okay. So would that be like you said, like another piece of firefighter gear, or maybe like a small child, or?
Definitely, could be anything. Piece of equipment, a life. Now he's done with that event. Firefighter Netadog's getting on to the ventilation device, simulating that we're on the rooftop and the roof needs to be ventilated to aid with extinguishment. That cylinder weighs about 85 pounds.
This is the part in the muster when I know a lot of people have some real problems because the fact that this is also in the end.
Yep, that's all complete now. Lieutenant Netadog's going over to the simulated rescue Randy, the victim drag.
Oh, good Lord.
He's going to pull down course 37.5 feet, do a U-turn right at the cone, and come back to the end.
How much weight is he pulling right now?
That's about 215 pounds.
Okay. Now, is it standard for firefighters, and obviously he's pulling that facing the weight, but could he actually turn around and could he pull facing in the other direction?
He could definitely, but for this testing purposes, we're just going in the backwards motion.
Okay. And in the firefighter muster, again, you guys actually have the dummies, which are what, 210 pounds per?
About 215 pounds as well, depending how much gear we load up on. So once he makes over to the finish line, the proctor will stop his time and give him his time. And I'm most definite that he's under 10:47. And as you can see, here's the safety part. Everybody's assisting with Lieutenant Netadog doffing his equipment. It's a daunting task, but it's part of our job, saving lives.
Jason, there's a saying that, you want to be the firefighter that shows up to your door. And think about it. Everybody here, if they have an emergency at their house, I want him showing up. I want these guys showing up. You want to be that firefighter showing up to your house.
Okay.
All right, Jason. So Lieutenant Netadog completed the course. We have a maximum of 10 minutes and 47 seconds to complete this. He did it in 6 minutes and 37 seconds.
Wow, nice. Hey, everybody on Facebook, give Lieutenant Netadog a thumbs up. Give him some hearts. That is hardcore. All right, LT. Outstanding job, man. Thank you for having us today. That was amazing.
Glad to have you here.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what is it like? I was saying like multiple times, I don't know if you could hear me because you had all the gear on, but it was amazing to me to actually listen to the way that you were controlling your breathing, and you never got, it didn't seem like your breathing was too shallow, or, you weren't huffing and puffing and everything like that. That's a skill, obviously, that you have to work on for many, many years.
So, like Chief Meno was saying that we train every day, and as you can see, we have all these gym equipment here and stuff like that. So you don't have to do weightlifting, cardio, conditioning, crossfitting, freaking any circuit training, just to get your air intake and build your lungs up, right? So it's kind of like running. You can't run a marathon just by training one day.
Exactly.
Right? They say Rome wasn't built in a day, right? So obviously, throughout the years, a lot of us train. We get one of those days where, hey, time to chill, but for the most part, we train every day, yeah.
Okay, so there's the physical side too, but what about the mental side? Because when you're running through this course, obviously, the mentality of a firefighter is, I'm concentrating all my effort and energy and power on completing the task in front of me, and I'm not thinking, like 5 minutes ahead. So what's going through your mind when you're saying, you're on the sled or you're pulling the weight?
Yeah, so the thing is, mentally, you don't want to panic, right? So like firefighter Kevin Ryder saying that, you want that guy to be the one to rescue at home, right? So when you get to a scene, you don't want people in full chaos, right? You want someone to know they control the scene and knows what he's doing and takes a lot of pride at what they do. So that's the main thing is, we pre-plan a lot of our stuff. So every run we have, every emergency we have, we pre-plan en route. Always think for the worst. Yeah.
Okay, LT, I want to show you something right now. See all those hearts and those thumbs up?
Oh,
And
yeah,
okay,
it's
and
just
people are
blurry
actually
because
asking.
I wear glasses, but so
Okay,
right now.
well, let me tell you something, brother. Christine Oliver is one of our top fans right now. She's asking, can you flash the guns? Because she's giving the she's giving.
no guns.
Okay, Ashi, get it like a nice tight shot of that because
Yeah.
that's very well earned. That's a lot of years. Also, Sandra is saying, all I can think of, it must be so hot in those uniforms. I mean, you're lucky today because it's a little bit overcast.
So, like, we live in a tropical island, right? So not like our brothers in the mainland. There's areas where it's like 60 degrees, 50 degrees. So being in that type of environment with your full-on PPEs, it's a lot cooler, right? But in Guam, the humidity is so high, man. It could be like 75, but you're sweating your ASS off, you know what I mean? So, but it's just...
ASS is not an acronym, by the way. The LT is just being nice for all of you. It's a family show.
So, keeping calm and collective is the main thing, man. Yeah, yeah. Take a lot of pride in what we do, and our GFD core values is pride, right? For P for professionalism, R for respect, I for integrity, D for dedication, and E for empathy, right? So we take a lot of pride in what we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself to be a hero?
No, I don't. No, I don't. This is it's funny, man. I'm actually second generation firefighter. A lot of us here are like second, third generation firefighters. So my dad was in the department. I ended up joining.
Are you from Dededo?
No, I'm actually from the ABT Blood Town down in.
Okay, very nice. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
so,
you get a real nice drive to work every day. And you want to give a shout out to Agate right now? Everybody
What's
watching?
up, ABT? But I'm originally from there, but I live in Dededo now. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you to be able to now to serve this community, which is now like your adopted home and everything like that? You know these streets. You're probably very familiar with the types of emergency calls that you get and everything like that. What kind of pride does that mean for you?
I mean, wherever we're assigned to, we take a lot of pride in that jurisdiction we're in, right? So no matter if you're from Dededo, you're from Maggie, you're from Jonia, and if you're not originally born there, when you're stationed there, you take a lot of pride of your duties and responsibilities as a firefighter. Yeah, so I mean, the people of Guam is who we serve, right? So I don't consider myself a hero. It's what we're served to do. So yeah, we take a lot of pride in that.
It's not a job, it's a calling.
Yes, it is.
All
Yeah.
right. Hey, thanks, LT. Yeah, we appreciate it, man. Okay, so he had 10 minutes and 40 seconds to complete that task. And again, Chief, the LT finished that in
6 minutes and 37 seconds.
Nice job. Your tax dollars hard at work like that, very, very efficiently.
And our tax dollars are going to put Jason to the test.
Oh, boy.
We have gear for you if you're interested in trying it out.
It's still warm.
Okay.
think it's still
Everybody
warm
give a thumbs up if you guys want me to try this out. I think we may actually wind up using every single second of the 10 minutes and 47 seconds. Okay, so Kev, I'm going to give you the mic a little bit, or Ken St. Nicholas is here too, working the thing, so Ken may actually have to take over in what's now become the comedy hour, apparently.
This is going to be great. I think you're going to do awesome. We're going to make sure that you're doing this safely and efficiently. We have all the protective equipment here. Are we going to go on air too? We're going to do.
Just make him don it,
Yeah.
just to get the weight.
Okay.
All right. Hey, if we're going to do this, let's go all the way. Go bigger.
Oh, let's do it then.
Go
We
big
got-
or
we
go
got
home,
man.
baby.
He's not a hero. He's
This is
just
our first episode of
yeah.
FireWatch, man. We got to go big.
He's going to do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
So
and I do appreciate the fact that, again, you guys have ambulances here, and, this is a medical facility.
yes,
So
we're ready to treat you.
Oh, boy.
As soon as it hits minute 8:42.
there's a lot of oxygen ready to go.
So we have warm gear here for you.
Okay, now, Kev, I'm noticing something that, like a lot of Guamanians, whether you're Chamorro, Filipino, and everything like that, have a certain body type and a certain, height. I'm obviously, a lot taller than most of the firefighters here. I've got, a very lanky frame and everything like that. Does that make any advantage or disadvantage for me if I was going to be a firefighter?
It all goes on your it goes on your cardio. A lot of our even our biggest guys are able to. I trust them to pull me out. I trust them to be in there and probably could outrun me.
Okay.
So, yes, your type build, we might stick you into small spaces, but even the big guys, they have good enough cardio where we can do this.
Well, I know somebody who is streaming us right now is Sabrina Salas Matanani, and she is probably cracking up right now. So we are going to put on a show.
It's gonna be fun.
Let's do this, man. I feel safe.
Right.
Here we go.
Chuggy, here's the gear. All right, take off your shoes. Everything else stays on, please. It is a family show, as you stated.
No cases today.
And boots go on. Just pull up the bunker gear, put the suspenders around your. That is looking good too. Let's see those guns.
Ironically,
All
Kev,
right.
this is actually how I used to dress in the 90s when I was at UOG, when I would go to the club.
Right?
Yeah.
This looks awesome. I'm liking it.
These will be your gloves.
Yeah, this is very, very heavy. I can feel this already. There's a lot of concentrated weight.
It's gonna get warm.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we'll put on this.
Yeah, put on the top of the gloves because you might.
Yeah, you might get. We're gonna suit you out. You'd have to do this yourself, all right?
Protect your head from any burn.
Okay, yeah, I got to ask it. As firefighters, what's your guys' favorite movie about being a firefighter?
We have to watch Backdraft once a day.
Backdraft, yep.
Once a day, it's a requirement.
Backdraft too.
Chicago Fire Department, shout out to
Yeah.
Chicago.
And then we watch the rest of them just to point out discrepancies.
There is part 2. There is a sequel.
It
I've heard it's not that good, actually. Okay.
goes in thumb hole.
Okay, my freedom of movement, I know, is very, very restricted at this point. I exercise regularly, but, I can already feel that this is going to be a big challenge just walking around. Yeah.
Hey. Over here, we good.
Oh, boy.
Remember, this is stuff that you have to put on yourself usually.
Okay.
But for the situation, we'll take care of you. Okay. Jared will be.
Okay, I'm just thinking right now. I got to represent for my village. I got to represent for KUM. We better get an Emmy for this.
This is something like we were talking about with the pride. All these patches, all these badges that we have in our arm, they say Guam. They say fire. You're representing Guam. You're representing the fire department. You have your nameplate. You're representing your family. So think about that. No pressure.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Tight enough?
Yeah, it's very, very snug.
Okay, try to breathe. Is it good seal?
Oh, that's okay.
It's sealing good. Inhale. Okay. Okay, let's try this now. Talk to us.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check. 1, 2. All right. Okay.
Put that hood on. Gotta protect the ears.
Protect your hair.
Right,
since you
protect
have
that
something to
hair.
Save. And then we can just tighten up on the. They're like backpack straps.
So just
You
lean
can-
forward
You can lean forward, grab these
and
two
pull
tabs,
these
grab
tabs
these
here.
two tabs up.
Reach up. Down, down, down.
I can
Right,
already feel this is getting like way too. Oh wait,
right here.
That's a little. Okay, wait.
Are you getting claustrophobic?
Yeah, that's a little
Yeah.
bit too snug.
Okay, we can
Okay.
go without the mask.
We can
Would
go
that be
without.
cool?
Let's
Okay.
do it without the
Without
mask.
I was having a really hard time breathing in that.
Yes.
And we haven't
So
even
grab
turned
the
on the air
straps.
yet.
Yeah.
Okay, grab these two tabs
Grab
here.
these two straps.
And then lean forward and pull like a
Lean
backpack.
forward.
As tight as
Pull
you
it
like
tight.
How does that? Good?
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, now we get this waist strap over here. So you're doing it off air, but you'll still get the feel. The breathing factor is the one that makes a big difference too.
Okay, just for people that are watching this right now,
This is
I don't know
pretty
if I'm
cool. I
gonna be-
feel like I'm interviewing.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this with the. I'm just not in shape to do this with
You
the,
know what?
with
We're
the
gonna
oxygen
try it.
tank.
Well, let's
We're
just
gonna
don the
try
gear
it.
and see.
We can
How about you just walk around and see?
just walk. Get used to it.
You don't have to do the course, but just
Yeah, that mask. I didn't know about that, but that mask actually, I freaked out at that.
Oh, we get.
Yeah.
It's
Is that part of like training? Because they say like if you're when you do other types of like training, you have like water confidence and everything.
Oh yes, donning the full SCBA. It's a challenge for a lot of people.
Okay.
just try
Try
walking
walking
the
around.
station.
Get comfortable with the gear. How's it feel?
Yeah, it's a lot of restricted movement, but I think we can do this.
I think we can too.
Okay, I think.
All right, so let's start them off
Okay,
on
and
the
for
course.
those of you guys who are watching in the States right now, it's Sunday, so if you're in church, please like send a few up, send some upstairs. We appreciate it.
All right, we'll bring you over to the start line. Again, the course is 75 feet long.
Oh boy.
So with all firefighters, we place them in the starting position. They're on air, and when they're ready to go, they give us a thumbs up. The timer begins. They proceed to the ladder event.
Okay. Is there any standard way, Chief, that have to carry the ladder? Or?
Show you.
Okay.
So as you walk over, we marked off the area where it's centered, and you want to do a low shoulder carry.
Okay.
Scoop it up. Just be careful with your
To,
back.
to balance the weight.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's marked off.
All right, up and showing. There you go. He's looking good. He's looking good.
Around the corner? Yes. Then the heel of the ladder you can place against the wooden device here.
Which part's the heel?
Right down
The
here. Just
bottom of
slide,
the feet.
slide.
Slide the feet. Slide it all the way down. Slide it to hit the thing. There you go.
Against the wall now.
Now push up.
Push, push,
Up,
push.
up. There you go.
Now you raise it. You just wait. Then you just raise it 2 rungs. Go ahead. Good to go. Good to go.
All right, slide it back.
Just slide it back. There we go. Okay, now we'll proceed to event number 2.
How we
Or
feeling?
number 3.
Okay, that took like 3
Around
minutes.
the
Right?
cone.
That's fine. Come over to the forceful entry device.
Okay.
Simulating
Just to let you guys know, you guys do clean these suits afterwards because I think I may have left you guys like a little bit of a present inside this.
Grab the sledgehammer from either side, left or right side.
Okay, I'm a lefty, so.
Okay.
Right.
Nice and slow. Continue on. Continue on. One more time.
The nuns told me I was never going to be anything at St.
Good to go.
Anthony's.
Good to go. You can throw the
My
sledgehammer
prom
down.
date said I was lousy.
Good to go. Now you go to the high-rise pack. Grab that hose.
So you're gonna kneel down here. Kneel
Shoulder
down.
carry, either left or
Get
right.
down. Get down on it. There you go. Put on whichever dominant
Oh,
shoulder
this
you
is.
like.
Over your shoulder. Okay. Proceed to
Right
the
on.
simulated staircase, and you're going to step up 30 times.
How many?
30.
You step up and down is 1. That's
1.
2, 3.
I think I'm going to do 30. Can we do 15?
We can do 15.
In your nose, out your mouth.
In your nose, out through your mouth.
Nice and slow. That pace.
I'm gonna feel this tomorrow.
I feel it right now.
All right.
Okay, drop it down.
Drop it down.
Proceed over here. or right, and holding that coupling down towards your waist. Yeah.
It's gonna feel some weight.
Pull some slack up. Get it over your shoulder. Over your shoulder. There we go.
There you go. Hold that
Down
coupling.
Close to your waist.
Hold that
Two
coupling.
hands like this.
One
There you
over.
go.
Slide it down. So, okay. This one. And there. There.
Okay. And
There
lean
you go.
for- all you
Now
have to do
lean
is
forward and feel that weight.
Woo! That's a lot of weight.
The more you lean, the easier for you.
Yeah.
The hose will pretty much hold you up.
How are we doing? Lean into it. Lean into it.
Almost there.
Lean into it.
Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. 5 more feet.
Right on. Right there.
Drop the hose.
Boom.
On
Hit.
all 4. Now you got to crawl back to the coupling, maintaining
your hand-
one point of contact with the hose.
Keep a hand on the hose.
All 4.
There you go.
There you go. This is where you relax now. This is what we
Yes.
tell the guys.
Take a nice breather here.
This is where you regather. So just you're talking about all the mental
Yes.
abilities, just remaining cool, calm, and collective throughout the incident. Breathing, and don't forget to breathe. Once you hit the coupling, turn around on your knees. Turn around.
Turn on.
Face where you just came from.
How we doing?
How we doing? Still there with us?
Okay. Take your breather. You can take a break anytime. You got time. So. It's tough.
It's okay.
You want to get you out of that gear?
I'm good. I'm good.
You say the word pineapple juice and we'll take you out of this gear.
Oh, is that the safety word?
Pineapple juice. It's live.
Yeah, this is live.
Yeah,
on
this
thing.
is
How are
live.
you doing on
Yeah.
comments, Ken?
Eh? He is killing it.
Breathing, you can do it. Yeah.
Yes. We will do mouth to mouth, each of us.
That's very reassuring, Kev.
I got first.
I've known you for several years. I don't know you that well.
I got first. Okay.
Oh, that's you
How
know
we
what, that's,
doing?
that's the hardest part, getting down on your knees with all this compressed
is.
weight.
You can't breathe well. You can't breathe well.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
You want to continue? You want
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay,
Okay.
on your knees now. Get back on your knees.
On the knees again?
Yes.
On your knees.
You realize, Chief, you could have said that when I was down there.
We-
It's gonna happen.
All right.
Now pull the hose back.
You're gonna pull that hose all the way back
Just
to you.
pull. They're gonna be pulling the slack for you.
Yeah. They'll be pulling on the back.
There we go. There we go. Pike pull.
All right. Take a breather. Remember, you can take breaks. You can catch your breath.
I'm good.
Only 9 events to go.
Four more events. Now you grab the pike pole. Again, without bearing Old Glory. You can just pull 5 and push 5.
Yep. So one's gonna be pushing, one's gonna be pulling.
So you get that hook on,
Hook that hook.
and then pull.
There you go. 2, 3, 4,
5.
Okay, next one. Flip it over.
Get it in that yellow. Push.
Push 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
5. All right, you're done.
All right.
Bring the pike pole back to where you began. Drop it down. Around here. Nice and slow. Just keep breathing. In your nose, out your mouth. Nice and slow. Now grab the 2 weights. One is 20, one is 25 pounds. And then we're going to walk 75 feet down.
Yep, you're looking good. You're looking good.
Breathe. Just breathe. In your nose, out your
Christine Oliver said, "Don't give up. You can do it."
Thank you, Christine.
Okay, drop that. Now grab the 25-pound plate and bring it down to where you just started. Yep. There we go. Doing good, Jace. How's it?
Come on.
Good, yeah.
Keep it up.
Slow. Just keep breathing.
Two more events to go. And you're done.
Now you get onto the ventilation device. Nice and slow.
Catch your breath right here while you're walking.
Just tap this slowly.
In through your nose, out through your mouth.
Right feet on the platform. Maintain firm grip
You don't have to pick it up too high. Keep it low.
Nice and slow. There you go. Breathe.
Breathe.
Hold your breath. Continue on. Good to go.
You're good.
Good to go. Okay.
You're good. Go down.
Next event. No worries.
Nope. That's.
Now this is the victim drag.
This is it.
Now you're going to go down 37 and a half feet. We'll tell you when to turn. Nice and slow.
Come on.
You're almost there.
Dig
Last
deep.
event. Just lean
There it
back.
is. Get it going. Get it going.
Good. There you go. That's the best. There you go. You're doing good. I'll tell you when to turn. Keep on. Okay, come around now.
Swing around.
Come around to me.
This is it. Final stretch. Come on.
Last leg.
Dig deep. Dig deep.
Good job, Jace.
Good job. Good job.
You're almost there. 10
Almost
feet.
there. 10 feet.
5 feet. And you're done.
Right on.
That's it, Jace. All right, doff the man.
Good job. Get this man off this.
Doff the man.
What's our time look like?
8:39.
8 minutes and 39 seconds.
I passed. I can be a firefighter. I just need that hero stuff now.
You're just lacking the air, but
Yeah, lagging B
there.
on air.
Woo!
you might want to go home and get fresh.
Dang, the chicks are going to be calling you out.
I
Right?
highly doubt that.
All right, you can pull that
Right.
off.
Pull the hood.
All right.
Slide the suspenders off.
Not everybody can do this work, and we knew this coming in. We knew the firefighter is a very elite profession. Oh, thank you.
Pineapples.
Pineapple.
If you don't mind.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Now, normally I would be very embarrassed if my pants fell down on a live stream, but I think this time it's actually warranted. Okay, yeah, no, I've always had immense respect for all of you firefighters. Gentlemen, thank you so much for having us today. Thank you for letting me go through this. I mean, you guys make it look so easy. But I think one thing I learned from this is you got to have the physical, obviously. Your mental game's got to be incredibly strong. But one thing that I do not have right now that you guys have a lot is heart. You guys have, the LT was telling us, you guys do this because you love Guam, you love the community, you want to be the first one through the door if someone's in trouble. That's something that's not, you can't train on that. You have to develop that over a lot of time. So thank you very much. This was an incredible honor.
Thank you for being out here.
Okay.
It's great.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Chief.
You're very welcome. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Let me get this pants off you before you trip.
And thank you guys for watching the very first episode of FireWatch here on Starting Lineup. Thank you for starting your day the KUM way.
There you go. You might want
Are you guys surprised? I am a little bit. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.